Wenzel. ToddWenzelWestland.com. Todd Wenzel Buick GMC is open this Saturday for sales from 10 to 3 and for service from 9 to 2. Todd Wenzel Buick GMC.
Whether it's a job interview or a first date, Lady Jane's in Washington Township will make sure you look great for whatever is on your plate. Get a precision haircut, hot ladder neck shave, and hot towel treatment for just $14. Lady Jane's on Van Dyke, just after 26 Mile, across from Target. It's wicked awesome.
So, you found that perfect house. Awesome. But someone else also found it. Not so awesome. Time to make your move. Life is full of opportunities. Good thing there's a full-service bank to help you make the most of each. From online banking to mortgage advisors, at Comerica, every account comes with the tools, knowledge, and one-on-one support you need every step of the way. That's full-service banking, only at Comerica Bank. Raising expectations since 1849. Learn more at Comerica.com. Member FDIC, Equal Opportunity Lender. NMLS ID 480990.
Michigan Problem Gambling Helpline. How can I help you?
My wife thinks I have a problem.
Do you think so?
No, I mean, I gamble, sure. But it's just for fun.
Can I ask you a few questions?
Okay.
Have you ever skipped paying a bill or used savings to gamble?
Maybe once or twice.
Okay. Well, after you lose money, do you ever feel anxious to get back to gambling because you just know you can win it back?
Yeah, I know that feeling.
Have you ever lied about how much you've lost?
Well, yeah.
And have you taken money from your wife to gamble?
Maybe I do have a problem.
I can help you.
If you think you may have a gambling problem, call the helpline at 1-800-270-7117. A message from the Michigan Department of Health and Human Services.
It's summer, and right now is the perfect time to catch up and dine out with your MasterCard.
It's me, your college roommate. We used to share everything. A room, groceries, your toothbrush sometimes when you weren't home. But these days, we can't find the time to share a bite.
You were in my wedding party, but we've rescheduled a single dinner 14 times. It shouldn't be this hard to get fajitas together. It just shouldn't.
Now is the time to catch up. From July 1st through August 15th, when you dine out, spend $10 or more on your DFCU financial debit MasterCard at a qualifying U.S. restaurant, MasterCard will donate 1 precious cent to Stand Up to Cancer. Or MasterCard will double that donation if you tap to pay, up to a maximum of $4 million. So make some time to start something priceless.
DFCU financial debit cards are issued by DFCU Financial, a credit union federally insured by NCUA. Promotion ends on August 15th, 2019, when maximum $4 million donation is reached, whichever comes first. Debit PIN and international transactions ineligible. Stand Up to Cancer is a division of the Entertainment Industry Foundation. Terms apply. See mastercard.com/priceless.
This hour of instant feedback brought to you by Mike Takura of National Benefit Plans. For affordable life insurance, call 877-734-2200.
The Ticket would like to remind you that when you text the ticket, standard text messaging rates apply.
High fly ball, left field deep. Stewart going back with Reyes, and that ball is gone, a home run. Wow. Mike Freeman with his 3rd home run of the year, and the Indians take a 2-0 lead here in the 2nd.
Dan Dickerson last night. Indians take the lead, lose the lead, and then take it back and win 8-6. Beating the Tigers last night in Cleveland. They will play again tonight at 7:10 right here on 97.1. The Ticket coming up at 7:25. It's your chance to win $2,000. And then coming up at 7:30, the most controversial Bachelorette. Oh wait, that's wrong T. Sorry about that. All right, Golden Tate, who now plays for the New York Giants, spent obviously a few years here in Detroit, was interviewed recently by Bernie Smilovitz. I'm trying to figure out where this interview took place. It looks like Golden is in Lake Tahoe. I'm guessing he maybe played in that celebrity golf tournament over the weekend that was won by Tony Romo. So maybe because it was broadcast on NBC, they get hookups with the various affiliates who request interviews, because he talked to Bernie on Channel 4. And one of Stoney's favorite segments is the We Have Sound segment, and we actually do have sound of Golden Tate talking about his time in Detroit and his time playing with Matthew Stafford.
To me, as of now, where I am today, I think Stafford's been the best quarterback I've played with. The guy can flat out play. He's tough, and his attitude's amazing, and he just wants to play ball. And for me, I have nothing but praises for him. I think it's almost unfair that he's such a good player and doesn't have, playoffs or a ring to show for it.
Or a ring to show for it. You went on to say it hurts his heart that Matthew Stafford doesn't have playoff success or a ring to
What does
show
he think
for it.
about his Madden rating? You think he probably thinks it's pretty low.
I don't know.
79.
That's a great question.
Yeah.
That would obviously be the next question.
Of course.
I mean, it would be a follow-up question.
One more for you, Golden.
All right. Well, this comment kind of came about towards the end of our show yesterday, and I know it got some play on the rest of the show. I saw Caputo tweet about it, comparing Matthew Stafford to Russell Wilson, because obviously the two quarterbacks that Golden Tate has played with predominantly, Matthew Stafford here in Detroit, Russell Wilson in Seattle, and in Seattle they were able to win a Super Bowl together. He now is playing with Eli Manning, so he hasn't, I guess, played with Manning yet, so he can't comment. Maybe his quarterback rating will change. Tate then went on to talk about imagining if Matthew Stafford played for a different team.
I think over his career, if you put him in another organization, maybe things are different. I don't know, because I've played with some guys over my years that I've won playoff games with. I don't think are as good.
Okay, well there it is. I guess he's talking there about Russell Wilson, the audio courtesy of WDIV. Now, if you ask me or you, or I'm guessing, I don't know, Paul, who's a better quarterback over their careers, Russell Wilson or Matthew Stafford, my answer would be Russell Wilson.
100%.
Okay. Which is fine, and I'm sure listeners out there would probably agree with that. Maybe not 100%, but I think most people probably would. But I think that this illustrates something that Detroit has a hard time with, okay? Matthew Stafford's not horrible. And I agree. And I think there's this whole, I know we've been over this before, and I will point it out once again. You are allowed to have a gray area with a athlete, okay? You are allowed to say about a guy, well, he's good at this, but he's got deficiencies here. And I do think that many in this town are so blinded by the contract, the draft pick, #1 overall, the lack of production in terms of playoff victories, and then the fourth is this kind of somewhat vanilla personality that Stafford brings when he's interviewed, that they just think, oh, he sucks. He doesn't suck, okay? He is not the worst quarterback, and it's understandable to me why somebody who played with him would have the opinion that Golden Tate does. I can't sit here and say, oh, Golden, you're 100% wrong. Maybe he has his reasons. Maybe he really does think Stafford. I mean, it's a defendable opinion. He's not sitting here saying, Dan Orlovsky's better than Russell Wilson, okay? Nor is he saying that Daniel Jones is better than Russell Wilson. He's saying a guy who has had prolific passing seasons and who Golden Tate individually did enjoy great statistical years with, or at least very good statistical years.
Best of his career.
Is a good quarterback. I mean, I don't know. There are outrageous opinions out there. To me, this is not one of them.
I think it's outrageous. I really do. I mean, Russell Wilson has... I do.
Chaos.
Look, am I going to make this, some big deal out of it? No, I'm not going to do that. But, I think it's absurd, to say that Stafford is the best quarterback that he's ever played with. I mean, Russell Wilson has... Yes, did he lean on the defense and lean on Marshawn Lynch early in his career and an unbelievable 12th man? Sure. You could say that they elevated him. I mean, they did. They elevated him to the point where they were winning something. But Russell Wilson has also taken a team that is far less talented than it was before and is doing everything. It's just he has that team on his back. And I don't know that Matthew Stafford has proven that he could be that guy. So I think that is more impressive than any stats that Stafford has thrown out there. But the issue, and I think this is, funny that you bring this up about Detroit. It's got to be one way or the other.
It's not.
And it's not.
It's
not. 100%. You can't, if you say, Stafford's all right, you're a hater. I can't believe you don't see it. How do you not see that talent? Don't ask anyone around here. Why don't you go talk to some national guys? Some guys who have played the game. They'll tell you how good Stafford is.
Right.
It's I just judge by what I see. He's all right. He's good. He's not terrible. He keeps the Lions relevant-ish, but I wish he would be better. I do.
Is that a new ABC sitcom?
Relevant-ish. Coming up.
But isn't it possible? I mean, I know this is going to be a crazy take, and I'm way out there in left field when I say this, but isn't it possible that Golden Tate is telling the truth? That's his opinion?
No,
you
I think he's lying to everyone. I do.
Why?
Or he was just,
why is he
again,
lying?
I think in the story, too, and again, if you want to check out the story, we played the sound, but you can see it at 971theticket.com, shameless plug. It was, they did make a point to say he knew he was speaking with Channel 4 in Detroit. I just wonder if he was
saying if he was talking to King TV in Seattle?
Maybe it's a little bit different or a little bit biased, but I do think there is a rift between the Seahawks organization, Russell Wilson, and Golden Tate. And I would also say, too, maybe there's some sour grapes. Golden Tate got shipped off, for nothing, and the Lions he was on a bargain contract. I mean, he was making $5 million a year to be their best wide receiver. Is there some issue there? I wonder. I do.
Wasn't there a woman? But wasn't there always a thing with Golden Tate? I thought there was at some point.
In a windmill?
There was nothing to do with a windmill.
There was rumors of him and Wilson's ex.
That's what I thought, yeah, at some point. But I don't know, I'm not, I'm just putting that
Pure speculation.
Pure speculation.
Yeah.
Let's go to Mike in Clinton Township on 97.1 The Ticket. Good morning, Mike.
Hey, good morning. How you guys doing today?
Good, how are you?
Okay, good. I'm going to throw this one by you. I'm not a Matthew Stafford backer. However, if he had the receiving core of Adam Thielen and Stephon Diggs from Minnesota, I would guarantee it, he'd be a top 3 quarterback. I'm going to tell you why I say that.
Before you go any further, let me just say that at one point in Matthew Stafford's career, he had Calvin Johnson and Golden Tate.
Okay.
That's pretty good.
And he didn't have a line, and he didn't have any running game that was in the bottom. It was 31, I think, when he had them two. We had a running game of 31. Total Kerryon Johnson, better blocking, better offensive linemen, and put him with Matthew Stafford with a couple of receivers that can catch up behind the back in front of him all over the place. I think, guys, honestly, with us, I think he'd be there.
I disagree. I mean, Mike, I disagree. I know what you're saying, and you're not the only one who has that opinion. And this is where we get into this weird back and forth. I mean, it's it is somewhere in between. Okay.
Well, no, Mike doesn't back Stafford, so he's a hater. He thinks Stafford sucks. That's how it's got to be here in Detroit for whatever reason. It's so weird.
Mike's the other way. Mike's the guy who makes guys like Paul shake their head and go, "You're a complete moron." I mean, to say he's a top 3 quarterback with the likes of Tom Brady, Drew Brees, and Aaron Rodgers in this league.
Absurd.
Not to mention, the young guys like Mahomes. It's Roethlisberger. I mean, you go down the list. Stafford is not in the top 5. He's just not. But he's also not in the bottom 5, and Mike actually does make some points. He's never had a running game. He's never had a very good offensive line except for a year here or there where, Rob Sims was still playing effectively and Don Raiola was playing well, and Larry Warford, I remember as a rookie, was a very good guard.
You know who I think he's like? I think he's like Matt Ryan. I really do. I think he's very comparable to him. Needs everything. Needs a lot around him. Has MVP capability, because I do think Stafford had a borderline MVP season in 2011. But I think the biggest thing against Matthew Stafford actually is the presence of Aaron Rodgers in this division. And I think there's quite a few quarterbacks around the league who didn't have to have that nemesis in their division. Like a Romo, or Matt Ryan, for example. I mean, there was not that type of quarterback. I mean,
Breeze would be.
Yeah.
Drew Brees was from Matt Ryan. I mean, that's...
Breeze had a little bit of a hiccup in his career there, too.
No doubt.
Right when Matt Ryan, surged. But they also had Julio Jones. They had Sanu. Who's the other receiver they had with them? They had the 2 running backs.
They had Tony Gonzalez, too, late in his career as well.
Yeah.
All right, 646, 248-539, 9797. Jamie and Stoney with Bogey in for Stoney on a Tuesday. 97.1 The Tickets.
97.1 The Ticket. Traffic.
This report brought to you by Henry Ford College. No reports of accidents on your drive along the area freeways, but you will find construction slowdowns. M53 Van Dyke Freeway southbound between 29 and 27 Mile roads. Also 75 southbound between Lapeer Road and University Drive, and 75 southbound at 14 Mile. Henry Ford College will guide you and direct you in the right way, even if you might not know what you want to do or where you want to go. A new semester starts soon. Go to hfcc.edu today and start focusing on your future. Henry Ford College, future driven. I'm Michelle Pena on the WWJ 24-hour traffic center.
Tigers, Red Wings, and Pistons all play here. 97.1 The Ticket.
Here to tell you about the Michigan Education Savings Program, MESP, state-sponsored 529 college savings plan that allows you to save for your child's future. My wife and I opened up accounts for our daughters when they were younger. It was the best investment we ever made. MESP can be used at any qualified institution, not just in the state of Michigan, but any colleges across the United States, and can be used towards tuition, rooms, books, and more. All you need is $25 to open an account. When our girls were growing up and we had birthday parties for them or graduation parties as well, friends, family contributed to their accounts. Now that they are both entering their sophomore years at college, Cindy and I will be able to enjoy our retirement and not have to worry about our daughters being thousands of dollars in debt. MESP truly is the gift that keeps on giving. It's the best gift you can give your children, a college education. To open up an account for your child, niece, nephew, or friend, call them today, 800-974-0561, 800-974-0561, or visit misaves.com. That's misaves.com, the Michigan Education Savings Program, MESP.
Esiason with the CBS Sports Minute. Desperate times call for desperate measures, and Phil Mickelson is one desperate golfer, folks. Although the 49-year-old five-time major winner captured the AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am back in February, he's missed the cut at 6 of his last 9 PGA Tour starts and finished 52nd, 71st, and 18th in the other 3. So in preparation for this week's Open at Royal Portrush in Northern Ireland, Lefty went on a retreat, or what he called a hard reset. This involved 6 days in which he didn't eat and didn't tweet. Drinking only water and a coffee blend, Mickelson claims he shed 15 pounds. Let's get real for a minute, he recently posted. I haven't been my best, and I'm doing all I can to get it right. Mickelson, who won the 2013 Open Championship, has certainly demonstrated his hunger to win. Now it's to see if it pays off. I'm Boomer Esiason.
Napa know-how. At Napa Auto Parts stores and Napa Auto Care Centers, get a $25 prepaid Visa card when you get any Napa Automotive battery. It's the best deal for some of the best batteries from some of the best car people around. But we might be a little partial. Anywho, pick up any Napa Automotive battery and save $25. Do it yourself or have it done for you. That's Napa know-how. Napa know-how. At participating Napa Auto Parts stores and Napa Auto Care Centers while supplies last. Offer ends 8/31/19.
Hi, I'm Jay Farner, CEO of Quicken Loans. 30% of Americans who are planning home improvements of $5,000 or more will pay for those renovations with a high-interest credit card. That may not be a great idea. A better idea may be to take cash out of your home with a Quicken Loans 30-year fixed-rate mortgage. The rate today on our 30-year fixed-rate mortgage is 4.125%. APR 4.22%. Call us today at 800-QUICKEN or go to rocketmortgage.com.
Rate subject to change. 8.88% fee to receive this discounted rate. Call for cost information and conditions. Equal housing lender. License in all 50 states. NMLS number 3030.
Imagining a better bank starts with looking at the savings rates most banks offer and saying, really? Capital One is building something better. You can open a Capital One savings account with one of the nation's best savings rates from anywhere, like here, or here, or here. One of the nation's best savings rates. Opened online, at a Capital One location, or from anywhere. That's banking reimagined. What's in your wallet?
For consumers only. Offered by Capital One NA member FDIC. Copyright 2018 Capital One.
Do it right to get an outdoor space that makes you proud and offers a stylish place to relax. Lowe's is here to help and help you save on everything you need to get started. Add an attractive new retaining wall to your landscape and save with mini flagstone retaining wall blocks, now $10